Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And now Will Force is reporting on the sidelines. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
And with that rotation not at full strength, someone else is going to have to step up and fill that role.
Now look at Memphis' starting group. The front court is Wells and Jackson. Then it's Morant. Then there's Edey. And for Dallas, Daniel Gafford is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Max Christie. Then it's Ball. And it's Flagg in at the small forward position. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one. Here we go.
It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. Here's Ball. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. The 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
And they were mired in foul trouble the last time they played. Let's see if they can avoid that this time out.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Antetokounmpo against Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Jacks up a 3. Giannis grabs the miss. Gafford passes to Giannis. Back to Gafford. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Zach Edey picks one up. And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is Ja Morant. But his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
And that one falls for Gafford. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
And so he hits both. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. We play just over a minute here in the first. Ball against Morant. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
Well, you can't fall for that shot fake. Once Morant has you up in the air, the rest is easy.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
That's good from Morant. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Both free throws good from Morant. The electric Ja Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with Ja Morant. We know how good he is. Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for Ja means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability or his ability to lead this team.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. They get it back. Jackson misses.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Here's Christie. And Gafford throws it down.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. And here are the Grizzlies now, following the score by Dallas. Here's Morant. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Pass to Gafford. Edey with the steal. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. From outside, off the mark. The Mavericks trail. Bryant with it. Now guarded by Wells. That puts them in the lead. Gafford's got 6.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Wells. Pass to Jackson. Back to Wells. And stolen by Flag. Giannis outside. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Edey. He's covered by Ball. To the middle. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Ja Morant.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Let's take a look at Dallas. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Grizzlies, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And for the Grizzlies, they've had a horrendous start to the season. They're really creating a lot of work for themselves here moving forward.
Yeah, but the good news is they are a team that can do that work. It's just a question of solving these early problems.
The putback. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
Memphis trailing here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Max Christie. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Morant. 26 points for him last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, plus he got himself to the line. Playing aggressive, pushing the action.
Ball with it. Hasn't made one yet. Around the back and lays it in.
Making it work in close ball, getting an agile finish.
Memphis has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Edey. Now here's Morant. Pulls up on the elbow, and the jumper falls for him. Morant's got 6.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Ball. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
I like Flag from beyond the arc. I'd like to see him shoot it with volume from out there.
And so here's Memphis. Following the three-point basket by Dallas. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Right side, Ball. Here's Gafford. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Back to Morant. And stolen by Flag. Now here's Ball. Count the basket. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. The Mavericks with some changes. Adams comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Rollins subbed in for Crystal. Landale finds Aldama. Memphis moving it around. Kicked by Clark. 6 to shoot. Pass to Spencer. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Got a piece of it.
You love Flag's tenacity at the defensive end. He really gets up in the people.
Dallas with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Rollins. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
At the line for Dallas, Rollins. One shot.
And stolen by Flag. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And Aldama has it in the corner. And Memphis with another turnover here.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Mavericks leading by 12. Now Ball. To the inside. Adams. Landale grabs the miss.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Launches it. Aldama can't hit. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And the 7-footer, Sante Aldama. You know, Stan, he looks like a guard out there at times.
Oh, the way this guy has improved since he's come into the league is phenomenal. You know, this is a guy who's gotten better as a shooter, more consistent, more efficient. But then he's added, like you said, his ability to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, and his ability to pass off the dribble. This is a very skilled big man.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Spencer. Now Clark. There's the drive.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
To the paint. Here's Landale. Pass to Aldama. Clock at 6. Here's Spencer. To halt the run.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
In the corner, it's flag. Shoots over Aldama. And it's flag missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Antetokounmpo on the double team. Here's Clark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
First one falls for him. A different look for Dallas. Washington's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Marshall in for Ball. Good on both. Mavericks leading by 15. Pass to Rollins. Over in the corner, Marshall. Dallas moving the ball around. Wide with it. He's got 8. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Weig's got 10 points. The Grizzlies trail by 17. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. There's a screen by Aldama. 4 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. Dallas has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Rollins. Landale grabs the miss. Here's Aldama. Marshall defending. Here's Landale. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball. .106 left to play here in the first. Marshall passes to Rollins. Screen by Adams. It's stolen by Aldama. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Dallas. Down low.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
Well, that last play pretty much sums up their effort in this one. Not good.
Green, he's checked in for Steven Adams. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Marshall. Here's Rollins. Back to Marshall. Over Clark. Dallas, no good that time either. The Grizzlies trail by 15. In the corner, it's Landale. Nailed from three-point land. Landale's got 5.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
And so it's Cooper Flag making things happen for Dallas. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. A 12-point game. So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. We've got Santi Aldama. Morant is out there with Wells. And there's Jackson. And it's Clark in at the 5 spot. 5 on the clock. Aldama finds Wells. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Morant outside. Inside. And here is Washington. Still scoreless. Christie against Morant. Morant with some nice D. The Grizzlies trail by 12. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Wells dishes to Morant. Back to Wells. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Wells has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Morant knows his teammates rely on him to find them. Terrific pass right there.
Pass to Christie. Gafford against Clark. Fade away. Gafford misses.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Outside for Jackson. No good on the triple.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. The 3 from Morant. And they get it back. Here's Aldama. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Yeah, Aldama can stretch the floor for you when the big man finds quality openings at the arc.
Here's Rollins. Christie the pass to Gafford. Here's Rollins. Guarded by Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Christie. And that one is good. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 9. And they call an illegal screen here. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Monday, they'll be playing against Tyler Hero and the Miami Heat. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Antetokounmpo comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Ball subbed in for Rollins. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. A couple seasons ago, beset with injuries, the Grizzlies rode Jaren Jackson Jr. He said, I probably had never been put in a position to be that offensively free in my life. Getting those experiences, I can take that going forward. But it's more fun to have everybody around you for sure. Kevin, back to you.
Great to see how he's grown. Allie, we thank you very much.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Edey with the steal. Wells dishes to Jackson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, that's the kind of aggressive play you want to see from Jaren Jackson.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, range out beyond the arc, and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr. coach brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league.
Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change. But your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
He hits both from the stripe. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Edey. Now Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. Here's Christie. Dallas again missing.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Morant right side. Pass to Edey. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mavericks leading by 6. Now here's Ball. He's got 7. There's the 3. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for John Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
Making a switch here. Adams checked in. Let's now take a moment to view the league's leading rebounders. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
Edey finds Aldama. Morant against Ball. And it's Morant missing. Mavericks leading by 9. Right side, Ball. On the wing, Christie. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Just an incredible month of basketball. First in rebounding, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. And Memphis making a change here. Spencer's checked in. Morant against Ball. And the dunk by Edey.
You see here just how good Morant is at spotting openings, then moving the ball into them.
Now Ball. 10 points for him. Over in the corner, Marshall. Shoots over Wells. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
And Adams, no good on that one. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured team.
Flag is checked in for the Mavericks.
Flag.
Ball with it. He's got 10. Here's Flag. Wells grabs the miss. Pass to Landale. Back to Wells. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Fast break. Flag's got it. Tries again. Adams' shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Landale. That one goes. Count it. Landale's got 7.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And here is Ball. Out to the wing. Here's Flag. Covered by Wells. And it's Flag missing.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Jackson Jr. can go over either shoulder. He can face up. He's a tough cover in that.
The Grizzlies have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. That's good from Jackson.
Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Ball from long range. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Spencer. Nothing on the board. Here's Jackson. They grab their own miss. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
And let's go courtside to hear more about what's going on with Najee Marshall. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Mavericks. He said there's a bit of weakness in the wrist area, but so far no sign of any broken bones. And to have an injury like this so early on in the season isn't easy, but they're confident that they'll be fine while they wait for him to come back. They certainly have a next man up mentality, guys.
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update. And of course, you never like to see any kind of injury.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Outside Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Down low, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Now, Jackson Jr. is an athlete, a big man with some big-time hops.
Right side, Ball. Pass to Flag. Off target with his 3.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Wells wide open. Hits it from 3-point range. Now just a 5-point Maverick lead.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Right side, Ball. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now here's Jackson. Last game he had 28 points. It's good from long range.
They're having more success from 3-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes here for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Steven Adams. Green comes in for Flag. And Rollins subbed in for Max Christie. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
2 shots.
That's good from Ball.
And one of the true showmen in the league, LaMelo Ball is so much fun to watch. He can do anything with the rock and is always looking to make a highlight reel.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Here's Clark. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's Rollins. Giannis outside. They kick it out to Green. And to Kumbo. Giannis on the foul.
Yeah, Giannis is a big man. One that can gobble up those boards and make you pay.
Here's Spencer, covered by Rollins. Wells passes to Clark. Over onto Tacumbo, and the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, onto Tacumbo. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half, and the layup is good. Giannis has got 4 points in the quarter. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Pass to Landale. Shot from 12. Mavericks with the rebound. Gafford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Screen by Gafford. Here's Rollins. Kept alive. Gafford kicks to Green. And here is Ball. The 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so we conclude the first half. Mavericks ahead, up 9. We're back after this from American Airlines Center.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Dallas Mavericks.
Difference in this game is they're extending possessions.
Yeah, frustrating their opponent with second chance points. That can wear a team down physically and mentally.
Ooh, it's time to bring out those power rankings. Steve's gotten off to a good start this season.
Well, look here now at the Mavericks. They hold the best record in their conference. That alone accounts for their lofty perch in the rankings.
Perch? That's some good eating. Not quite salmon, but still very tasty in its own right. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.